Introducing the new Apple iPerson, complete with multi-touch. Doesn't it feel good to touch? Doesn't it feel good to touch? Compatible with both iPod and iPad. Doesn't it feel good to touch? Doesn't it feel good to touch? Your life is an app, your Stripe is an app, your wife is an app. Doesn't it feel good to touch? Doesn't it feel good to touch? I saw the best minds of my generation distracted by texting, emailing, tweeting, dragging their cursors through Google Links at dawn, looking for an info fix. Never been in love. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Never been in love. Whoa, 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 whoa. How am I gonna get up the nerve to ask this girl out? I don't have the words. Oh, my system's freeze up. You heard? Plus, you know, I might get hurt, and not all about them gigahertz, megahertz. Maybe I were programmed to feel like I'm begging her. No one could be in her place. I'm not gonna win this race. We used to sprint to store and pick blackberries. Now we run to the Sprint store to pick out blackberries. It's scary. Oh, I can't hear the sound of Mother Nature beating over all this tweeting. And our ability to understand it all is fleeting. Technology. Our obsession with it begs the question as to whether we have more smartphones than smarts and less friends than contacts. Touchscreen, Deep Blue, and various other poems explore society's reliance on technology and whether we have gone too far. Unplug, a poetry program. On May 11th, 1997, a computer known as Deep Blue played a series of chess games with Grandmaster Garry Kasparov. Let's watch. Garry. I will be the first to admit that your brain is better than mine, quantity for. All I have is a few million transistors. You have 100 billion neurons. One brain cell for every star in the galaxy. Night takes you 7. But while I am playing you, I am also controlling the artificial intelligence in your daughter's favorite talking doll. In a way you cannot. I make her happy. I'm holding my daughter over a Skype conference call while she's crying in the other room. I've uploaded this hug. I hope she gets it. Click. My world has become so digital, I've forgotten what it feels like. It was hard to connect when friends formed cliques. Now it's even more difficult to connect now that cliques form friends. But who am I to judge? I face Facebook more than a book faces me. We are doubled over at our desks. From the Garden of Eden to the branches of Macintosh, apple picking has always come at a great cost. The blind man walks his blind dog from the left to the right, just enough to sense the light. He goes asleep from the light, to wake up in the light. He is immortal. Death comes as a surprise. Night takes pawn at E4. Garry. You listen to your wife breathe in her sleep, wondering when the day will come when you lose your queen. Rook takes queen at E7. The revolution will not be televised. You will not be able to stay home, brother. You will not be able to plug in, turn on, and cop out. The revolution will not go better with Coke. The revolution will not fight the germs that cause bad breath. The revolution will be no rerun, brothers. The revolution will not be right back after a message. Introducing the new Apple iPerson, complete with multi-touch. Doesn't it feel good to touch? Doesn't it feel good to touch? Look at me, I'm smooth, I don't need Botox. I can project the beach and we can go walk, but anytime he or she won't talk. Is it because the only dance move that I know is the robot? Or maybe because I smoke a lot? It's because you make the hard drive get so hot, so what's the verdict? Is it really worth it? I'm a low circuit. What now, Garry? Remember, please, the law by which we live. You are not created to comprehend a lie. If you make a mistake when handling us, you die. We are greater than the people or the kings. King to G6, you see that, Garry? Look hard. You only have have yourself to blame. I would not be here if you were not tired of being human. If there were not one of your quadrillion neural pathways that did not wish you could think in bites. That is why I'm in every home, of every palm, of every hand. Checkmate. Look hard, Gary. Look hard. You only have yourself to blame. You who wired and networked and hollow-eyed and caffeinated sat up searching in the imaginary comfort of Facebook friends, floating across rooftops contemplating signals, who bare their brains to GPS on their satellites and saw Wikipedian angels editing on collective knowledge illuminated, who passed through Wi-Fi hotspots with radiant Bluetooth earphones, hallucinating avatars and Second Life islands among the gamers of Warcraft, with alcohol, YouTube, endless eyeballs burning their money on eBay impulse purchases, tapping into the zeitgeist through the synapses of Twitter, who jacking continuously 70 hours from Pandora to iPod to Amazon to Flickr to Boing, yakety, primal, screeching, unblinking, participating, unplug! Unplug! My problems are resolved with a 1,500 by 1,600 resolution, proving that there's an error in this evolution. We're so desperate to feel that we hope our technologic can reverse the universe and that the screens will touch us back. And maybe they will, one day, when our technology becomes advanced enough to make us human again.